Well, do you think that's okay for women to just be vessels for life?
No, the family wants to save the mom, but you said she's brain dead, so there's no way to save her.
So my point is
she's simply just a vessel for a life.
Well, do you think that's okay for women to just be vessels for life?
No, of course not. In this extreme case, though, which is a moral question of if you terminate the mom, the baby dies. If you can keep the mom, quote unquote, alive long enough, another life enters the world. That is a morally great thing for humanity, to be able to say another life comes into the world when someone who is brain dead would otherwise have no contribution to the species.
But what if this continues when we see more restrictive abortion laws in different states?
Well, we're not. This case that you're saying actually proves my point, that she doesn't have agency, she doesn't have consciousness, so we should yield on the side of the protection of the human being in utero.
So here's my point. The reason why we have this case happening in the first place is because of how restrictive the abortion laws. So here's my point.
Abortion should be banned in the United States of America, and we're well on our way to do that.
Well, so
yes, correct, completely, except for the life of the mother.
Okay, so in the exception of the life of the mother, you agree that that should be. But in this case where we basically have these women being vessels as brain dead individuals, and we're continuing to carry these pregnancies to full term, do you think this is like morally okay in terms of what if the woman says no beforehand, she doesn't want to be carried as a vessel?
I guess the question I would pose to you or anybody else, what is the moral difference between the baby and the womb and her? One is older. Are they not both human beings? I mean, why all of a sudden that we're able to say that she's older and more developed, that you can eliminate the smaller being? Why is that okay? Under what moral standard it is okay to eliminate beings smaller than you, or because that you've been developed more? In fact, we should, as humanity, say, under this very extreme case, and thank you for bringing it to my attention, I'm actually going to talk about it, because it might be used as like a way to like put us on defense, but in some ways, it shows that we value both human beings, that mom who might not have nothing else to give, again, the last thing that her body can actually do is to have another life, her offspring, enter into the world. And of course I will defend that, because every human life is exceptionally and uniquely made, and we believe in universal human equality, the first of which is life.